I've been watching a lot of videos about near-death experiences on YouTube, and I ended up stumbling upon this one near-death experience video of this guy talking about how he died of a drug overdose because he had a drug problem, but he died of a drug overdose. When he crossed over to the other side, he was shown like visions of himself meeting different people and everything. And during that time, he heard a deep, ghostly voice telling him, "These are all the people you would have met if you would have stayed alive. These are all the people you would have met if you stayed alive. But you ended your life and you missed out on all of it." And he ended up crying and begging to be brought back to life and begging not to die. And then he came back to life and he didn't die and he survived the drug overdose. When I saw that, that struck a nerve with me because I put myself in his position. I thought about the time I tried suicide back in 2012 because that's the one that I have pictures of me laying in the hospital bed after overdosing back when I was 16 years old. That's the time I tried suicide back in 2012. I imagined that happening with me. I imagined my 16-year-old self dying of suicide back in 2012, and a ghostly voice showing me visions of all the people I would have met if I would have kept living and I would have stayed alive. And telling me that I would have missed out on meeting all these people. Look at all these pictures. Now, even at 16 years old, I would have noticed something right away. I would have been thinking, wait a second, why is it a different man in every single picture? Why is it a different man with me in every single picture? Why isn't it pictures of me with the same man? And I can tell all of you this. I sure as hell would not be begging to come back to life. I would have been crying and begging to not come back. I would have been begging them not to bring me back to life. I would have been begging them to just take me away into heaven, away from everyone. You don't get to control who comes into your life at all. You don't get to control how long they stay. You don't get to control what kind of people you attract. I sure as hell didn't get to control any of the people watching me on YouTube, or the people watching this video. There's a lot in life that you do not have control over, but there is some stuff you do have control over. My decision to not do dialysis and to have myself die of kidney failure is definitely one of them. And I am absolutely grateful for that.